Hello, guys. Today we will talk about top 7 easiest side hustles for the average person in 2025, realistic ways to make money fast. Let's go to number 7. Freelancing something that requires you to be in person, like photography or videographer. And I guess in this section, I can also include calligrapher because I am a calligrapher and sometimes I get hired to make like wedding signage and stuff like that. The hard part is finding the clients, but if you use a networking strategy, which I talk a lot about in this video, there's a ton of tips I have in my freelancing video, you can get clients that way, and do not underestimate the power of word of mouth. Okay, so these were all the physical in-person ones, and now I'm going to move on to the online ones. So the first online one is to teach English or another language on language learning apps. I have a friend who did this, and it was very easy to start, and like you don't have to know. Like for me, I'm like a native English speaker, but like I'm not that familiar with English grammar. So if I were to use these language apps and teach on them, I would pick the ones where it's just like people are looking for a conversational lesson and not like a grammar lesson. And I think that's very easy. There are so many of these language learning apps, and you can do it from anywhere. Number 6. Next one is content creation, which some would argue it is hard, but I would say if you are considering some kind of online business, I personally think content creation is my favorite one because there are so many income streams that you can have with content creation. Like, let me tell you, you can do brand deals, you can have affiliate income. If you're doing YouTube, there's YouTube AdSense, and you can start an email list, and you can sell things to your audience. Like, there's so many things that you can do with content creation, and content creation can also open a lot of doors and opportunities. So the thing is, like, it's going to take a while for you to make money, but it's, I think, one of the best businesses to start because there are just so many opportunities, and everybody has something they can talk about. I truly believe that everybody has something that they're passionate about, that they're interested in, and you all have a phone. Okay, you can start recording with your phone. Yeah, phone is fine for like Instagram and TikTok. If you're doing YouTube, I would say, yeah, a phone, but if you got it in the last 3-ish years, that should be fine. Audio is way more important than video quality, though, on YouTube, so I would highly recommend even just getting like a $50 microphone and using that if you're starting a YouTube channel. It's easy to start. It's a little bit harder to monetize, but once it is monetized, it can be really, really good. Number 5. Next one is virtual assistant. So if you're the kind of person who is really good at just a whole bunch of things online and you know how to use technology and different kinds of software, if you have dabbled in like marketing and stuff like that, social media, you're good at writing, like there's actually a lot you can do with virtual assistants. You have to be really organized though. So I would say once you get the client, it could be very easy, especially if the client gives you like specific instructions on what they want you to do. But the hard part is getting the client. So there are different ways. And being a VA, it is freelancing. So I would recommend checking out my freelancing video for networking tips. I don't think using like Upwork is really that good, even though I like hiring people from Upwork. But I think if you're trying to be a freelancer, it's going to be really hard to get clients on Upwork. But if you use a networking strategy, which you can watch that video for more information, it could be very good. And if you just spread the word and connect with different business owners, there's a lot like that you could do with virtual assistants. Okay, number 4. Next one is social media management, which is another type of freelancing. And I would say if you're on social media a lot, if you know something about marketing, it could be really good. I think a lot of businesses are looking for marketing and social media help, especially if you are like younger person and like grew up with social media. I think it's very easy for you to get into it. And there's so many videos online about like how to grow on social media and like what are different marketing strategies. It could be very good if you have that skill, which I don't think is a very hard skill to learn if you don't have it. But the thing is, it's hard to find clients. But I think it's very doable. You can use networking strategy. I would go to networking events. There's word of mouth, connecting with people on LinkedIn. You can approach local businesses in your area. But I would say networking is probably the best thing. Okay, number 3. The next one is helping small businesses make websites. I think this could be really, really good because there are a lot of like small businesses, and these are like, let's say restaurants or like salons that don't really have a good website. And it could be very easy to research, like just in your area, research these small businesses that are on Google but don't have a website or they have a sucky website. And then you can approach them